Exponential equation made easy and simple. Here we are given 16 to the power of x plus 4 to the power of x is equal to 272. What then is the value of x? If you look here, you observe that all these numbers cannot be expressed in the same base, but we can express 4 to the power x and 16 power x to be in the same base, because 4 times 4 is 16. So I can write 16 to be 4 squared, which is 4 times 4, raised to power x, plus 4 to the power of x to be equals to 272. Okay, then the next thing we are going to do is that recall that multiplication is what? Commutative. That is, 2 times 3 is the same thing as 3 times 2. You understand? So here we can just swipe the powers. So instead of writing this, I can write 4 to the power of x all squared. You see that now, because 2 times x is 2x, x times 2 is 2x. So here you see we have plus 4 to the power of x is equals to 272. Then the next thing we are going to do is that 4 power x is common in the two terms. So we are going to assign a variable 1 to be 4 power x. I can choose y. So I can define my y to... So when I have my y to be 4 power x, I can now rewrite the equation to be in the form y squared, because 4 power x is always defined to be what? Y. So this square will now be here, then plus ordinary y is equal to 272. Then this is a typical example of a quadratic equation. So I'm going to bring in 272 inside this term. So to do that, you have y squared plus y minus 272 is equals to 0. I minus 272 from both sides. So I can now factorize this given quadratic equation. To factorize, we just open up a 2 brackets. The first term is equals to 0. What multiplies themselves to give y squared? This is y times y. You have y and y. Then the next thing is minus 272. What are the two numbers that once you multiply them, you get minus 272, and if you add them, you get the coefficient here, which is 1. The numbers are minus 16 and plus 17. Then you put in the minus 16 and put in the plus 17. So you have factorized completely. So the next thing is that 2 brackets multiplies to give a 0, meaning one of them is 0 or both of them are zeros. Minus y is equals to 16 is equals to 0, or you say y plus 17 is equals to 0. If y minus 16 is 0, this means that y is equals to positive 16, 16 crossing the equality sign. And if y plus 17 is 0, this means that y is equals to minus 17. So we do not have provision to solve for a negative value of y. So here we are going to do for just y is equal to 16. So since our y is equal to 16, you recall that the equation says that y is equals to 4 power x. Okay? So we replace now y to be 16. That means 16 is equals to 4 power x. We can express 16 and 4 to be in the same base because 16 is 4 times 4. So you can now write it as 4 squared is equals to 4 power x. The bases are equal, meaning that the powers are the same. This implies that this implies that x must be what? 2. Okay? So x is 2 is the solution to that exponential equation. Like, comment, and share for more content like this. Bye.